in store. However, Moeru could have secret reserves, secret tricks that we haven't even seen yet, which we'll find out now.
These two characters are really good. I'm kind of rocking with the option for Game & Watch in this grand final set.
I agree.
It was putting in so much work against Tempo. He really had a hard time.
Oh my goodness! What number was that?
I don't know.
I think that was like 7 or 8, 6 or.
It was really high.
Yeah, it was too hard to read.
It was good.
Anyway,
he was in a jab lock.
I
Didn't quite open up, but that was really scary.
Yeah, too tall to get hit by that. Okay, so it looks like we're just gonna be doing some, you know, touches, some pokes here, some little here and there, and will we see death? Yes, we will. Unfortunately, many people will try to parry that final hit of Limit Cross Slash, but we are not ESAM.
I can't do that.
Me neither.
I die there too. Up the out of shield into the up air. Has Limit online again. Burns with the neutral B.
I think this is one of those matchups where, thankfully, Bucket will actually have some fruit and do a lot of damage. If, of course, Moeru is really trigger happy with those blade beams. But I don't think they will. I think that's going to be pretty much like a rare occasion. Speaking of rare, coming back when you missed a jump is rare against Relwood here. Why do you think we're not seeing Incineroar now? Besides, you know, of course, Momentum. You've been playing Game & Watch for a little bit.
Could just be comfort as well.
Yeah.
I think this character is really simple, very straightforward. And against a character like Cloud, who's also quite simple and quite straightforward, it might make it a little bit less stressful.
Right, but not to mention, one of, I think, Game & Watch's more pronounced weaknesses is his weakness to swords. His inability to put pressure on somebody who's not putting themselves at risk because they're just putting out hitbox, not hurtbox.
Oh, definitely. But it's kind of gone better than some of the Incineroar and especially the hero game, with the Game & Watch, that is.
Right, that is until you get back air. And now you're at kill percent at the ledge. How can you get past a situation like this? By running up and just fighting the person who's putting you in it. And dash attack on the side of Moeru, just staying safe, playing calculated, calm, unrisky neutral there.
There's the jab grab once more from Relwood.
Here's the cross
blowing the whistle with the jab, right? That's the whistleblower?
It's actually a duster.
Oh.
They're like pumping air out of the duster, like one of those plastic air pumps that you use for your car tires or your like bike tires.
Oh.
Yeah. Bit of a reference of the old-timey days. Game & Watch is a little bit problematic. We had to censor a few of the moves. Anyway, problematic.
Moeru is a truck, and Relwood is trying to deflate the tires.
Relwood is trying to steal your gasoline in-game, of course, not in
with
real
the
life.
Keyblade, of course.
Yep, there are 2 Keyblade wielders in this game. All right, the stocks are even, the percents are kind of evenish, but now they're getting a little out of hand as Moeru's simply saying, nah, I'm not overextending. You have to run to me, and I'm going to hit you with a cross slash every time you do so.
It is so safe. Cloud can throw it out so much.
It might be time to count on the 9. Chat, will we see Relwood bet it all? If he even gets back to stage. Ooh, oh, Cloud has a bad grab. Franklin? Will Franklin make an appearance? Yes, he will, but he won't do anything.
Finds the down smash, but doesn't get the berry.
They might get found by a cross
still has the limit.
Oh, Franklin again? Franklin again? Will we see one more Franklin, or will we see limit to save your life? And now Cloud can just do the old-fashioned killing way. And I think that might be it, chat. Not much you can do there. Relwood takes the first game, setting the tone for the rest of our grand finals. Oh, wait, he's doing it right there. Oh, somebody move back to the gameplay. I need to see Game & Watch's nose. No! I'll never know what animation he had on his face. You can just watch back the VOD on YouTube.com. I sure could go to KML Tournaments on YouTube.com as soon as he uploads the Grand Finals VODs for KML Local 58.
This is number 58.
Sure is. Thanks. I was trying to find the matchup against Myth so I could practice, but he's not here, so that doesn't matter. And speaking of not mattering, any potential neutral you were playing doesn't exist anymore because Relwood's cooking up a feast, and that feast means you don't have any aerials or any jumps left.
But now it's Moeru's turn, has the limit online.
And now top on.
Burns it for the cross slash.
No back air there, but dash attack's all you need. Slam, not even touching, just the threat of it.
Does not need it.
Okay, so this is where I'd like to mention that Moeru is a Cloud solo main. They do not have any pockets here. Jesus Christ!
Oh my god.
Chat, 1 + 0 is just one number off of 9. To be clear, I'm saying 10. Anyway, we're seeing Relwood here, you know, just try to push forward their advantage, but Moeru, even though they're behind, is just playing it safe, playing it, you know, forcing you to come to them, which you don't have to do if you have the stock lead.
Oh, definitely. Like, when you basically just need one good bear, one well-placed bear, or limit break side B doesn't quite do it. But 150 on a Game & Watch, you definitely don't want to be in the situation.
And you don't see that very often. We also don't see Samurai Nick as he's in chat, but he's not here in person. We miss him. And speaking of miss, that down air not missing. And neither is that nair as we see more juggling take place, preventing Cloud from landing safely. Back air, forward tilt. Oh, almost hitting the up air. It really is just a game of many cuts, many almost kills, but not necessarily killing.
Everything that Relwood is doing is so safe. There's like so many hitboxes being placed.
165 and forward air didn't kill the paper man.
Still living.
Thankfully dying to up tilts. Chat, this is the first time that up tilt has killed anybody ever in Smash Ultimate history.
You heard that right. We are making history at KMLocal as a Game & Watch is in Grand Finals. This has never happened before.
I don't even know. Well, actually, yeah, unfortunately, that is...
Has a blue Game & Watch player ever been up 1-0 in Grand Finals?
Well, it's funny because there's no such thing as blue Game & Watch players. Relwood is the only one. No Game & Watch player uses the skin. It might be cursed or something. I don't know.
Definitely does not seem that way for Relwood.
Seems pretty blessed.
He has a pretty sizable lead. Is finding so much off of his openings. He's getting so much damage.
My good friend has an exam tomorrow.
Moeru, on the other hand, has Relwood off stage. Keeps going for the bears. Doesn't quite find them.
And I think that the interesting thing about what we saw earlier in the rest of the night as Moeru just kept people locked to the stage with back airs, or locked to the ledge, that is, they had no way of getting out other than going straight through Cloud, which is exactly where he wants you to go. Unfortunately, Relwood has a get-out-of-jail-free option in the fire escape. Yep. Not escaping that up smash, though. Uh-oh.
Like, Game & Watch can whiff an up B and then down air, and you can't punish him.
Yeah, it's still his turn. It's not your turn yet.
So can Cloud. The up B out of shield doing so much work for Moeru here.
And speaking of work, I think we're about to see Limit come online. And that might mean that even though this lead has gone on for a little while, Moeru can still take this game. Of course, Relwood is never going to let that be easy. Uh-oh. But maybe that doesn't matter what Relwood wants, because it looks like, ooh, whiffing the up B, whiffing the down smash. We're back to neutral.
Very big bear, but again, like 140 on a Game & Watch stock. You take the bomb, that's not what you want to do.
And now we're even, despite having fire escape, gonna get hit by back air. Because you can't force your way forward when Cloud is back airing away. It's essentially, I'm gonna swing my sword. I'm swinging my sword back like this. And if you get hit by it, it's your own fault. And that's Game & Watch right there. That's Game & Watch being like, is that for me? Is that a sword that I should get hit by? I mean, okay.
Mr. KMLocal
Can commentators see chat? Yes, we can.
We can.
We can see you, chat.
So
you better not say anything crazy.
So this is like the hitbox for the.
We'll have to talk about hitboxes later, as the game is now in full swing.
We're going the Kalos here. This is the Rowood counter pick.
This is a big ass stage.
Really big. Rowood's been living so long already. Kalos probably will help him. Moeru being the Cloud probably doesn't care too much.
Right.
Cloud is a good character. Does have the sword, but Game & Watch has a bucket.
And fish in a bowl. And a turtle as a back air. So lots of funny characters, lots of interesting gimmicks here that will make Cloud's pretty simple game plan a little less than simple. Side B. Nope, no side B there, and limit's out.
No more limit. Does have to recharge it now, but has Rowood off stage. Let's see if he can find a bear.
Or a dash attack. Never mind. Nothing coming out there as Rowood says, it's my turn now. I'm going to take advantage state and put you at the ledge. But like most games of Smash Ultimate, the ebb and flow of advantage state and disadvantage state is continuous and ever-changing.
The come down on the up B was able to catch Rowood and reset it to neutral, allowing Moeru to get limit and a big back air to take the first stock.
That's right, but speaking of back airs, I think we might see something pretty familiar soon. As another back air might land, nope, just up B.
And really, any more percent for Moeru is,
I think that's just it,
very welcome, unable to find any.
Cloud isn't really, like, all things considered, that heavy. They're essentially mid-weight. So a move like down air, once you've hit like the 160s, 180s, it's just going to kill you if it hits you.
Oh, absolutely.
And on this stage, Kalos is pretty interesting in the sense where you cannot go under the stage. You can't drift in to avoid anything. Once you touch that wall, you're as good as hit by any move. And speaking of hit by any move, not just any move, forward smash.
What a big call out, and it sends so far.
And still no stock to show for it. Floating up.
Gets the limit.
What if we upbeat? That'd be so funny. Just catch Game & Watch. Ooh!
Yeah, all pressure is on Moeru now with the limit. To side B on the shield, gets up smash for it.
Yep, you can't force Game & Watch to approach. You'll get up smash or down smash for your troubles.
There's still no stock been taken yet.
Yeah, second stock for both players, keeping this as even as possible until you get killed off the top by a dash attack.
That is exactly what you want to see if you are Moeru.
Yeah.
But burns the limit on the shield back to neutral. But
keeping their stock as fresh as possible, even at 115, just not overextending, but that blade beam might be the end of it. As we get up aired into upbeat and we're on the other side trying to make our way back.
And you can tell in these like neutral interactions that both players are kind of just running at each other, then like stopping for a second, trying to bait them into doing something. They have so much respect for each other.
What do you do in neutral when you don't know what to do? That's what both these players are asking. And
Finds
sometimes it's just you throw out bear and hope for the best. Okay, taking a look here. There's the up B. And there's a missed up B. Are we going to see it? No. No numbers on the board here. Just a classic fishbowl into dusting.
Finds another opening.
Oh.
Gets the 4.
4 plus 3. That's 7, but not 9. Hopefully that math doesn't track and we see a 9. Unless, you know, you're Moeru, in which case you don't want to see that. That'd be horrible. That'd be my nightmare. Moeru kind of running out of options here, running out of ideas. If we don't figure out what to do quickly, this could be how Rowood takes the third game. I'm going to say third game. This is it.
This is the third game.
Thank you. I like being validated in my math. Okay, Rowood once again playing safe, playing non-aggressive, saying, you can come to me, and it looks like Moeru's taking them up on that option.
They are working on a comeback. It is not too far from here.
And the invincibility on the up B. What does Fire
Neutral.
Escape not do?
Rips an up smash out of shield.
We are now even.
This is still anyone's game on this Talos for game 3.
Oh god, a Blade Beam. I forgot that you could absorb those. And now that I think Moeru remembers we're not going to see any more Blade Beams, we saw a Randy dash attack just to try to get something started. And now we might see Franklin take the game. And up B will send you higher than you need to be. And dash attack will send you off stage. It's food time. Yum, yum, yum. But the up B climb hazard.
Railwood. Unable to follow up. But now it's still back to neutral. Anyone's game. Next hit is pretty much guaranteed to kill.
Oh my goodness. And in the game of last hits, Cloud is definitely one of the better players because his hits will kill, whereas you have to go far and deep on the side of Railwood if you want to get those kills.
The back air multi-hit just securing the 2-1
We love Moeru 217 firm. We love Moeru 2.
There.
And we're glad that they're back. Railwood locked in. Railwood knowing that this is entirely doable. You have your win conditions set up. You know what not to do. And you know exactly how far you should be pushing things if you want to stay in advantage state. So locking back in, focusing on the game is the laser focus of Railwood. Look at those laser eyes. It's like, shooting lasers at people. Okay, it's gone now. 3, 2, 1. Those who fight further. Now, whoever picked this song, they know ball. And speaking of ball, they know how to eat delicious apples to keep the doctor away. Dr. Mario has made no KMLocal appearances in the last month.
This might be for the best.
Yeah. Okay, dodging the limit Blade Beam. Ooh, forward air. Are we seeing another one?
This is such a tense set. Both players have so much on the line, as this is grand finals and Railwood's point for resetting the bracket.
Yeah.
He lands a huge grab, sends Moeru off stage, doesn't quite find an edge guard.
But finds a down tilt, which, funny enough, that move can only hit grounded opponents. So hitting that really does show that you're locked in and you know exactly where you want your opponent to be.
And now it's Moeru's turn. Just rips an up smash on the platform, calling out the down air.
That's right, saying if you don't respect my space, I'm going to give you a pretty good reason to.
And back off stage goes Railwood.
And seeing the threat of Cloud doing his short hops, you know, potentially getting hit by the back air, Railwood simply just runs away. He just runs in and says, yeah, I don't want to deal with this.
There are a lot of things to learn in this game, and definitely one of the bigger ones is just when to and when not to interact.
You're telling me.
Game & Watch is definitely a good character at just running away and not really interacting, playing it safe. Cloud also one of those characters, huge ass sword.
Yeah, and both of these characters are pretty good at nickel and diming. Essentially, they don't really have, you know, intense combos like Luigi or Kazuya where they're just beating the bricks off you for multiple seconds at a time. They are hitting strong hits. They're hitting okay hits that put you in the advantage that you need to be in to get those bigger hits that kill. So every hit matters when you're playing either of these characters.
Yeah, both. They have really good advantage states, but burns the limit for Moeru. Has a stock lead, keeps finding the upbeats.
And like we said before, I don't think Moeru's going down without a fight. Up a whole stock with a lot of percent as well. They are showing that even if Railwood is almost about to get to game 3, you can stop him before he gets there. Right.
Definitely, there is a lot of pressure here as this is for the reset. If you're Moeru, I don't think you want to play another set against Game & Watch. Has the limit now. Game & Watch is at kill percent. You have another stock.
And you overextended!
Just misses the tech.
Ooh, back here to threaten, trying to dash attack, but Franklin's too strong, too active. Will we see a back air here? Oh, just barely. Caught it there.
What a good ledge roll.
That won't
The jab
kill.
comes out, sends them off stage,
That
gets
will
the
kill.
upbeat, just saves them. They're still alive.
Just
They're at
drifting
160.
away. Up B, up smash, anything will kill. You breathe that Game & Watch wrong, he'll die. Oh, just barely surviving that. Up B. Ooh, on the wrong character, too. We might see a quick back air. Anything will kill. As long as we stay locked in, we don't overextend.
It's so hard to hit Game & Watch. He's so small. Sends him off stage. Has to cover him.
And
Big
forward
F-tilt.
tilt. That's right. No
Swipes.
back airs needed. Just walk up to that ledge and you hit it. We are now in a Game 5 situation, chat. We're not hitting 9s. We're hitting... Oh, you wanted to draw Cloud's back air hitbox, if you don't mind?
It's so big. It is like Game & Watch is like this big,
Uh-huh, that's him.
and his back hair is all this.
Yeah, if Cloud was
It's
standing
way too
there,
good.
he would be standing like this, where his sword would go down like that. And, you know, he'd be standing and his hand would be on the sword there. He's like, whoa, I didn't see you there, really small guy, as he, you know, has his sword in his hands.
Oh, sorry. Am I in the way?
No, you're perfectly fine. I'm
That's
just,
Cloud.
Oh, yeah, Cloud, as he holds a big sword. Incineroar, who? We are seeing the return of the King of the Jungle against the mercenary of Midgard.
For the Game 5.
That's right.
In
Putting
small
away
battlefield.
the blue Game & Watch as the curse finally showed itself, and he discarded it.
Get that out of here.
Exactly. We're back in red, baby. And now we're putting
Fundies.
work in. 23% across slash as they go, but returning it in favor with a Alolan Whip and doing it again with an Alolan Whip. Ooh, and Rowood is not ready to give up yet.
Finds the revenge. Gets
Rowood.
the revenge side B.
Oh, 130%.
Moeru has limit. Can even this up. Finds the fair. Double fair.
Just
Barely
barely.
misses
And speaking of bears, that back air is going to take the first stock as Moeru genuinely had to be flabbergasted at all that sudden aggression from a player who just until recently was sitting back patiently waiting for you to approach them. Now they're putting the pedal to the metal, trying to get to game or set number 2 as fast as possible.
Definitely much like Incineroar's type. Rowood is trying to keep this match fiery in pace.
I was going to say firefighting, but I think they're fire dark. Just because, like, you know, we had firefighting for how many generations?
A few.
Blaziken. The other one, Embor.
Oh yeah.
My Pokemon heads in chat, please tell me how many firefighting starters we got. I am very bad at remembering this stuff.
There's a lot of them.
I'll just take your word for it.
Rowood is fighting for this reset right now against a 100% Cloud with limit break.
Trying to get 100 other things, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh yeah.
Okay, forward air here, not able to punish Cloud on that landing, but if you're smart enough, if you're clever enough, if Cloud tries to do that high climb hazard, just use your revenge. Get a free hit of it. Okay, running up, potentially doing the dash attack. Ooh, just barely weaving past what would have killed you for sure. But it's killing you now. Alolan Whip taking it off the side. This is it. This is...
Just one more stock with the revenge.
We are at match point here. If Moeru can't lock in and take this stock, this is it. We enter into the second set.
Huge,
So, lock
huge
in.
side B with the revenge.
77% there. Back air hitting from below as it should do. And hitting with the dash attack as we had no more invincibility grabbing the ledge. We're 1-1. There have been 3 firefighting ones, not counting mid-evos or megas. Thank you, Nick. You are the encyclopedia of Pokemon. And speaking of
Here
Pokemon,
comes the revenge.
this Pokemon,
Limits online. This is anyone's game. Next hit pretty much wins.
one character glows blue, the other glows red. Who will take it? Ooh, trying to get in. There it
Still
is.
has the revenge. Uses it with the dash attack. Doesn't quite take it. But
Forward
grab.
throw? Nope. Down throw, up air! We are now in the true final set. Can we get a replay on that? What's the DI on down throw, up air at 100%? That was reset, yeah. So there's, of course, you know, the first game, back air. And there's the back air on the side of Moeru, just back airs, back airs. And then, of course, here, back air again, but I'm not sure if Relwood took this one. Yes, they did. They went deep for it. I almost forgot all those years ago when they hit that. And then, of course, this is where the Game & Watch was retired after the forward tilt put him to bed. And that's when Incineroar woke up and said, Elgato is here. Let's just not talk about Elgato from here on out.
This is incredibly serious ultimate.
Yeah, that's Incineroar. That's him.
The cat.
And now he's gone. Get him out of here. Okay, good, he's gone. Anyway, we are at Battlefield. We are seeing what Climb Hazard does when there's a top platform to hit it. Also, thank you, Nick. I'm pretty sure that Incineroar is Fire Dart, which is, I think, a unique typing to only him, and nobody else has ever had it.
Which is really cool.
Yeah, Incineroar's cool. I kind of wish the Sidgewai was in the game, though.
That would be really cool.
We need more archers. We don't have any archers. Hit's in the game, too, but he's kind of just like a rogue, where he just kind of hits people with two swords. I don't think people would like an archer character in this game, but I would like it.
I mean, Fleet and Rivals.
Fleet's cool. Fleet's a cool character.
Fleet is really cool.
But Incineroar isn't lame either. Wrestling is based and epic, and if we have more wrestling characters, the world is better for it.
That is true. I was at a wrestling show last night, actually, in Fairfax, Virginia.
I didn't know we had that in Fairfax. I'll have to stop by.
At the GMU stadium. It's really cool. But Relwood kind of taking some of that energy. Incineroar being a luchador-like character.
That's right. Sending people on the whips and hitting them with the, what's it called?
The clothesline.
Yeah, thank you. I'm always looking for the word to say it. And clothesline looks so violent there, man. Really just putting
They hurt.
Yes, destroying the necks of any opponents caught in it. And hitting with the Darkest Lariat for the edge guard. But not finishing it, thank goodness. It sends it the Sakurai angle. If you're Moeru, you're counting your lucky starts that's not killing.
The drop kick sends him off stage.
Hold up. Oh, you know this, but you don't know who Metagross is. How am I supposed to know who Metagross is, bro? If I don't know him, he didn't leave an impression on me. That's all that means. And also, I didn't know there were many Fire Dark types. That sounds pretty unique. What would Fire Dark even look like in any other context? Ooh, dodging that right there. Up air, not connecting. But we don't need it.
Has two stops.
Okay.
Drop kick.
Tilt. Ooh, forward air. Oh, are we getting another one and a lowland whip? We're off stage. Are we going to do something to actually kill? Nope. We reset to neutral.
Oh my god.
Chat, multi-hits don't matter if you simply revenge. If you get revenge for what happened to you back in the day.
And because he hit the shield, he still has revenge.
Exactly. It's still online. It did its damage. You're at 124, and now you're at a deficit. Relwood putting another point on the board in this true finals. And yes, you're right, Kimboyashi. This is a classic Xanadu matchup. We haven't seen these two on the sticks together for some time now. So for those of you old heads, this really does sort of feel like old times. Kind of like me. Oh, and we're hearing even more peak. Whoever picked that song knows ball. Trap Hood cheering on. Thank you, TJ, for cheering on Moeru. I'd have liked them to win their first time back here. But Relwood has other plans. We'll see whose plans come to fruition.
3, 2, 1, go!
We big cat.
Or the big sword.
The big sword.
Who will win? Who will lose? Find out.
Oh, the Hellcat versus the big cat.
That's right. Chat, don't drive a Hellcat. Just don't do it. They're too loud. They have horrible fuel economy. Just don't drive a Hellcat.
They're fun.
They are fun, though. If you want to have a good
They're
time,
really fun to drive.
Not a long time, just get a Hellcat. Ooh, that could have been the Nair there. And, you know, I just don't know whether or not Limit Cross Slash is a good move. I've seen it do great things tonight, and I've seen it do that tonight.
It's kind of a net neutral move for Cloud. I don't feel like it does him any good, but it also doesn't ever, like, you can't punish him for doing it.
It's a rogue agent, you know, it's like, it's not here for Cloud's benefits. It's just here.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever it does not do for Cloud,
But
because it didn't save Cloud from getting
back
back-aired. Exactly. And it's
So
not
they-
saving Cloud from a potential revenge. Ooh,
Big fair.
31% fair. Chat, that doesn't seem fair.
He is hulking up.
Juiced up Hulk!
Another one.
Hitting with another
fair.
forward air, another 30%. And he is going to chase you down slowly, Relwood is, as Moeru looks for any opening in neutral to get something started. But stuck at the ledge here, hit with the Darkest Lariat, and I don't think Relwood's just going to sit on stage. I think they're going to stop you from coming back. Thankfully, Moeru,
Looks for the running knee.
exactly.
Doesn't find it. Moeru is
moves.
not finding the mark on the back airs, but finds an up smash.
That's right. So one of those up smash finally not feeding the revenge. Up smash missing his mark there. Incineroar not pleased about that as he has those fail animations where he's like, God damn it, I missed.
Fair cross slash
Yeah.
does 50%.
Cross slash finally doing what it's meant to do. Unfortunately, that simple forward air, that single hit will always be more consistent than that weird multi-hit garbage.
Drop kicks do damage.
We need more drop kicks in Smash Ultimate.
Oh, definitely.
King K. Rool, Incineroar. Name another character who has a drop kick. You can't do it. And I mean forward air, not back air. Ooh, and speaking of, it's time to hit some more forward airs. It's time to hit some more Lowland whips. Okay. Trying to keep the advantage state going is Moeru. I don't think Relwood's really landed a single substantial hit this stock. Until now. Why did I open my big fat mouth?
Relwood is still an advantage, but Lemon Break cross slash evens it up. But it seems like Relwood still has control here.
That's right. Down tilts into lariats, into up airs, into whatever imagination. It really kind of feels like Moeru's on the back foot here, just trying to react to whatever Relwood does. As Relwood's putting out all of these options to say, hey, react to this, react to that, putting pressure on Moeru to decide something. And unfortunately, if you get too frantic, you lose the game. Relwood is one game away from what I presume would be his first KMLocal win. Can we get a clarification? Our good and glorious TO. We'll get confirmation there, but this might be a moment where Relwood locks in and does it to do it. We'll see if Moeru doesn't change the course of history and prevent them with another blowout, or if Relwood says it's too late now, you should have killed me, and takes what's rightfully his.
They went game 5 the first set, and Moeru has a chance to hang on still. Relwood being up 2-0 has a bit of room to work for.
Then let's see what happens, as RTO has confirmed that this would be Relwood's first KMLocal win. So as we enter into game number 3, let's see what will be.
And the music helping out with the high stakes scenario we are in.
Yeah.
Moeru finds the first big break, 50%, still off stage.
Yeah, 81%. Ooh, going for it all, but that's not you, buddy. That's unfortunately not you. As Relwood says all that percents, I don't need that. You can have it. Even it up.
What a good opening for Moeru, but Incineroar having the X factor of the down throw up B at the ledge.
Oh my goodness, and
the
Relwood is
whip.
moving like the Undertaker. You take him down and he just keeps swinging at you. He'll never stay down. Moeru's locking back in. They're regaining their momentum. Oof. That's right, Darkest Lariat, chat. It does have invincibility. You cannot stop Incineroar from doing that.
We're still trying to make something happen.
This is nickel
There's
and dime
a
neutral.
lot of good percent for Moeru, but still nothing big yet.
And keep in mind that because of the edge guard potential of this character, because of how dangerously these lateral hitboxes send you,
Oh,
the fear
gosh.
factor, no jump left, that's a free, oh my goodness. Thankfully, we
Half the
still
limit.
have cross, and it's over. The last stock for Moeru, one stock away from Relwood winning his first KMLocal. He needs to keep his momentum strong if he wants to win this.
He's at a good percent for Moeru. Just one big bear will take the stock just about anywhere. Dash attack doesn't quite do it, charging up the limit.
And we're seeing a bit of Spaghetti City here, nickel and diming, just throwing out whatever moves we can in neutral to try to see if something gets started. And Relwood is using that to his advantage. You throw out moves, I revenge them. And then I show you why you should be a little more careful how you throw that sword around.
183 for Relwood. Eats the bear, has the limit, can make something happen. Has to make it now.
There is Limit Blade Beam into a cross slash of a 43%. But to Incineroar, 43% is basically 0%. This is still very, very doable. Ooh, but if you overextend there, you're going to get caught. You're going to show you're too desperate to get these advantage states. And now, Moeru's locking back in with the classic gameplay loop of you press a button, I respond.
They seem to have the reins again, trying to stop Relwood from winning this tournament.
But
100%
almost back on, so things are very dangerous here if you are Relwood. But that doesn't mean that they're not equally as dangerous for Cloud, as one revenge will put you in the worst spot of your life. That's not killing yet, but it's getting close to it. Ooh, just barely missing the dash attack, but the up smash there to
Huge
keep
up smash out
Moeru
of
back
shield.
in. It's not going to be that easy to win your first KMLocal, unfortunately, because Moeru's sitting on the other side of you, and they won't go down without a fight.
Of course, there's still life. We have a reset match,
That's right.
ladies and gentlemen.
Okay. This is not going to be as free as we might have initially thought. A quick Game 5 for the first Grand Final set and then a 3-0 for the second set of True Finals? You must be kidding. Moeru did not make it this far just to get 3-0. Let's see what chat thinks. Good bait. Yep, we thought it was close. Hello, Frostcar. Lugia, why are you in chat? I thought you were just here. Anyway, yeah, Incineroar forward air has too much reach. You're wrong, Kimboyachi. It needs to go further. And we will
The
see how...
dropkick should be really big.
Oh my goodness. Chat, you ever play Undertale? That's my attack. You're blue now. So, what we will see here is the blue color of Game & Watch is now transferred over to Incineroar. Will this be the difference maker on this blue-ass stage?
Relwood is camouflaging. This is
Right.
kind of DM.
Sakurai said he tested Enderman on the darkest stages of the game to see if it was working. And thankfully he passed the test. I don't know if he tested Incineroar. Ooh, speaking of putting to the test right here, can we make it back to the stage when Moeru's finally got their mojo back? Oh my goodness. Fighting against the Alolan Whip, any other option would have gotten you killed.
They are playing a very big game of cat and mouse right now.
Ah,
Rolls are a bit
yeah.
reversed.
Call that Cloud and Jerry. No? Okay. Anyway, so taking a look here at more neutral as we keep seeing Moeru try to jump and get their jumps caught by Incineroar forward air and taking a page out of Relwood's book saying, you can take my stock, I can take your stock.
I can do that too.
Exactly. Anything you can do. So,
But
33,
finds the
45.
dash attack. 50% already.
Right. Ooh, there is the multi-hit still triggering the revenge, but not stopping.
This is kill percent for Moeru.
Yeah, I'd say so. This is one of those moments here where neutral genuinely just is the break between the high-octane gameplay that might get one of you killed. Back air, no parrying.
Just neutral get up, like,
Oh
hold
God,
shield
there's
is
no
so
jump.
scary.
That's going to be death. The Blade Beam taking that stock. and Moeru completely back in it. No more doubt in their heart. They know exactly what moves to press, exactly when to press them, and they are not going to hesitate in neutral again. Now Relwood needs to make sure that this one moment, this important moment, is played completely precisely. They knew exactly what to do in game number 3, so game 4 should be no different.
You just have to tap it in here. Do not let Incineroar get in at all.
Ooh, double roll there. That could have been an Alolan Whip. So he says, you know what? I think I'll just clean up my plate and get the Alolan Whip a little later. Okay, small dodge there. Ooh, up B to prevent the jump away.
Very big, very high priority cloud moves coming into play.
Exactly.
The climb hazard, like, so good. You can't really punish it.
Oh my goodness. And there it is. That's the first Alolan Whip. This is how it gets started. Of course, Moeru still has a lot of limit on deck, but that doesn't mean anything if it's not here yet.
You can't force the lead here against an Incineroar. He will just keep hitting you away. You have the limit. Finds the cross slash.
It kills!
It kills
Directly off the top. Chat, we were at Game 5 in Grand Finals. We're at Game 5 in True Finals. This is the ultimate test of who wants it more.
Is this
You think to
Game
yourself.
15?
This is Game 10. Because, you know, but best of 5. So they played 5 games.
They
in the
played
first
winners
set.
finals too, right?
They technically did play winners finals, yes.
Oh,
and
never
that
mind.
wasn't a Game 5.
Game 13.
Yeah, this is Game 13 technically, but, you know, 10 is a cooler number. And I did ask them a while ago if they could go to a first to 10. So technically, I did get what I want. So we are now listening to the main theme of Smash Bros. Ultimate, as this is more than just a game now.
The final battle.
This is everything.
This
Every
is
hit
the final battle.
is worth its weight in gold, as we will now see in Grand Finals, True Finals, final game. Let's go.
Incineroar, Cloud, Battlefield, the final battle as their background music.
Chat, this is like some Final Fantasy. We're in the ether space, and the like primordial god of death and destruction is standing in the background waiting for you to approach to begin the boss battle. And we are in it. Percents are even, tied neck and neck until we hit that cross slash.
Moeru is definitely using the platforms to their advantage. But
Oh my goodness!
Oof.
Reading the book a few chapters ahead to say, I know exactly what you're doing. That climb hazard's your bread and butter, and I'm eating it.
There is so much on the line for both players. Whips the cross slash, eats a side B for it, doesn't
That's
quite
right.
die.
Says you can side B, I'll side B too. Goes a little too far there, a little too aggressive, a little too overzealous, but that's the
still alive.
energy we need. Both players respecting each other in neutral, making sure that their approaches are as safe, as watertight as possible.
They are dancing around the platforms right now. Both players trying to find any hit. They are unable to really get anything started. They are just trading hits back and forth.
Seeing Climb Hazard land on stage and not being able to do anything about it, trying to push an up smash, you get a forward tilt for your troubles.
The chop.
And you missed the tech for your troubles too. First stock taken by
The
Relwood.
stage spike.
Oh my goodness, trying to forward smash there? I'm sure that was a misinput. Just enough end lag to dodge that forward tilt. Okay, up smashes.
Moeru's trying to even it up. Gives Relwood revenge with this neutral B. But still unable to kill.
That will kill,
Forward
however.
tilt.
Caught at a very interesting moment where Relwood was not ready to DI. Ooh, but the Darkest Lariat will always be ready. Not losing to any hits there. Ooh, too over-eager on that up B. Nobody was there, but someone's here for this Blade Beam. Once again, too over-eager on these up Bs. Moeru needs to pull those back if they don't want Relwood to stomp all over them.
Sends him off stage. Finds a grab.
That's
down
gonna be a
throw.
back. That's gonna be a Darkest Lariat.
Limit's about to come online.
Oh, good lord. That almost sent off stage. Oh, that could have been the finishing touch, but missing the opportunity there. Not yet, not yet. Forward air into forward air. Are we seeing a side B? No jump on the side of Relwood.
Moeru has all the control here. Throws out these spares. Eats a fair for it.
Ooh,
And now it's
staying on
Rowood's
the
turn.
ledge for too long.
Down tilt
Rowood has
fair.
found himself in this
Finds it.
position before. If he knows what's good for him, he will make sure to understand the risk and reward.
What a
and
good recovery.
Exactly, knowing that that dash attack could kill you there and holding it off for as long as possible. Okay, there's another forward air. There's a back air.
Big
We are
back
now
air.
at tournament
Last
point.
stock.
Match point for both players. They've played their hearts out, and we're going to see who's played harder.
This is anyone's game. This has never been closer.
Okay,
Cloud has limit break.
falling
uses
out
the
of
cross
the limit
slash.
cross slash again.
Doesn't find anything.
And now it's time for Wellwood to whiff punish some more, and we'll see if Moeru can find a way back to the stage. And it doesn't look like the answer's pretty clear. Whiffing the revenge. Ooh, running forward and getting hit with the cross slash. Up B whiffing, but not getting hit. Okay, another
Every
nair for your
move
nair.
is so important.
Oh my goodness, Chad, if we
biggest
catch a
back air
jump.
ever.
Chad!
Oh,
Thankfully, limit is gone, but you needed it to get back. So as long as you're back, you're safe. Getting too aggressive with these down Bs, with these up Bs, both players know everything is on the line.
finds the up B.
Using our jumps, trying to
Has
get in.
control. Just another up B. Whiffs it. Eats an up A for it. And Rowood has control now. But, oh.
Missing the
Oh.
forward smash! This could be a chat. Thankfully, missing the forward air as well. We are landing. We are trying to get this final hit for both players. The nerves are getting there, but whoever can keep their composure better will win this game. Back air
back
won't
air.
kill, but if you're really willing to whisk it all, you will win your first KMLocal. Wellwood finishing things out with a nail-biting Game 5. But all you needed to win were just a few nails on your kitty cat fingers. Right there.
The massive chop to the face.
That's
winning
Incineroar's
the
hand
tournament.
for you guys at home.
So
but
good.
yeah, if we ever had a player interview moment, this would be the moment to have it. Genuinely, as soon as he's ready, I think we need to just have Rowood answer a few questions about how it felt going through that gut-wrenching, every single hit mattering Game 10. Good Lord.
What a slobbery knocker. What a wonderful set.
That's what I'm saying. This genuinely does remind us of the grand finals of old, where it was always so hard to tell who could win these. Looking at this situation here, you didn't know if that edge guard be possible, but forward tilting the hair of Cloud and having that be what wins you the game, that truly is a legendary way to close out Rowood's first KMLocal win. Rowood, if you're ready, do you mind giving us some of your thoughts? You know, giving us a bit of a quick interview. Great.
So
He's a very employed person, so, you know, we have to make this quick. His time is less than limited.
man of the hour.
That's right.
Rowood hot off his first ever KMLocal win. Among the greats now.
Yeah, genuinely. I mean, you know, I've been coming here for a while, too. I haven't won a KMLocal, so, you know, I'm proud of my good friend. He's made a momentous occasion even more so. Let's talk about this. I hear that you're... Oh, yeah, you're going to sit here. Yeah, there we go. Okay, thank you. So, let's talk about this. You
talking about
are
it.
going somewhere. Tell us more.
I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah, you are. You're going to school.
Yeah, I'm going to school. It's not like anywhere. It's an online school.
But this will be your last KMLocal for a little bit,
for a,
correct?
for a long while, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, at least until I do my Muay Thai smoker match, and then my Thursdays will be open again.
So how does it feel to have what is essentially your pre-hiatus KMLocal be your Cinderella run?
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah?
That was a lot of fun. All like 15 of Moeru and I's games were really exciting. They were really even. They were really back and forth. They were really fun. Props to them. It certainly beats playing like, I don't know, like a Steve for like 5 games and like wanting to go forfeit and go home and sleep.
And for how close it was, did that make it feel more fun knowing that
Yes.
any game could have gone in any direction?
Absolutely. I would have been happy no matter if I lost or won. That was really, really fun and really exciting. That was some good-ass Smash.
That's what I'm telling you. Now, we actually had Kimboyachi in chat say this was an old Xanadu Grand Finals, essentially, because you two haven't played for a little bit. But of course, you've been playing this game for a while. Do you feel like all of that experience came back literally in one night, or you had to take a while to remember how Moeru does things?
I think we were starting from scratch. I usually played Hero for the last like 5 times I played Moeru. That didn't work out. They were on me. And the Incineroar was pretty clean, pretty polished, so I was like, oh, let's just do that. And I haven't played that matchup since like 2023. So
there you go. That's early Smash Brothers, all these years later. So yeah, I guess our fundamentals player has finally proven that fundamentals, at the end of the day, can
Trap
win.
put highlights saying pull out the ego.
Oh, okay. Yeah, tell us more. How do you feel? You finally got one under your belt.
Yeah. I couldn't have asked for a better way to like retire or whatever.
Yeah,
it was so much. Yeah. I couldn't. This scene is awesome. This local's awesome. Kyle's awesome. Everyone's awesome. Everyone's super chill. I have nothing but good things to say, and I don't know about whipping out the ego. Like I guess I'm pretty good.
You've
but
been
like
coming to these for a while, man. Like you're constantly running into players that end the runs of other players. Pretty much like the brick walls of a lot of KM locals, and you managed to make past all of them today.
Sometimes, yeah. I'll be honest, I had a lot of luck today. I got the Hose Mad combo of down air, a critical up smash. I don't know if you saw game 4 against Micro, where they had the wall up, and I just critical F smash.
Sometimes
I would have lost if that didn't crit. Maybe. I got the 9 on tempo, so I just. Everything going into Grands, I was like, the brackets blessed me today. They want me to get the win, right, I guess. Otherwise, they wouldn't have, they wouldn't have. I don't know. I've been a lot more unlucky than that. So I don't know. I'm a little tired. My vocals are not as good as they used to be. But as far as playing the game for a long time, I've been playing Smash Brothers competitively since April 2015.
I was in high school back then, so that's a little, before the time.
Yeah, man, I'm Unk status. My first, it was a custom Smash 4 tournament.
Oh, good lord.
Classes back
That's
1
fair. Yeah, all right.
in Cincinnati. I lost to a custom Captain Falcon.
I
went 1 and 2.
You're all these years later playing a fiery character of your own.
Yes.
Making magic happen.
Thanks, everybody.
Now that we're not going to see you for a little bit, where can we find you? I hear you're cooking up some content for us.
I am. For those who don't know, for those who remember the pre-release Ultimate hype, right? 2018, like, hype train. I was the guy behind Push Block Gaming who did all those pre-release analyses. And I did a couple other, like, post game coming out. I did like character crash courses and stuff like that to help the casual scene out. I am going back like I figure like let's wrap this up because Ultimate is on its sunset.
That's right.
I'm going back and I'm seeing what I got right, what I got wrong, and also how like what we thought characters were going to be like and what they are now. Because the thing, I went back and looked at some of those old tweets, man. The things that we were saying about characters, we had no idea what we were talking about.
Needs to be banned.
Gluttony was over there playing pre-release like, oh, Wario sucks now. Talking about pre-patch Wario. We're talking like Bowser sucks because he can't do up throw up air, or like Ike sucks because, or actually nobody said that.
Luigi sucks.
Yeah. Luigi, the plunger sucks. So how am I going to get a grab now? You see how slow that is? Yeah. We didn't know anything. Yeah. We were like, oh, K-Rool is, actually we were kind of right about that.
Yeah, no, he's pretty.
That little thing was like, K-Rool's busted for like 5 days. And then it was really bad. And now it's back around where now he's like, the things we said about Kirby sucks, and then now he's like one of the best low tiers, which is a weird thing to say, but
you got a lot of work though. That's fair.
So right now it's going to be a big chunky video, like 40-something minutes.
What channel can we find it on, Mr. Elwood?
Push Block. If you type in Push Block Gaming into YouTube, you can see it.
I can write that down for our friends here.
Yeah,
it's going to be.
It's straight up it's just one word, Push Block, and I actually have Symphony, Aiden Symphony. Symphony?
I think
I've heard of DDD player, the DDD player. I have them collecting some footage for me. I got some footage from IRLC as well. I was like, hey, do you have any footage of Kirby doing this, that, and the other? And he's like, oh, bro, I got you.
Yes, the compendium. So, chat, that's been it for me, Glory. This is our KMLocal 58 champion,
Yeah!
Wellwood. And we'll be
Yay!
seeing you next time.
Mwah.
There we go.